Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive at this point of time. And of course, remember, this is a timeless reading, so if you want to come back to it later on, you can of course save this video and probably come back and select another pile. So whichever way it speaks to you, okay? I'm going to give you some time when it comes to selecting your pile. Of course, you can do that on the basis of the feathers, or you can choose according to the plates as was requested, because I wasn't including the plates for like a video or two. And yeah, so for all the lover of plates, you have the plates back, and yeah, I'll give you some time and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive when it comes to your life. Now, especially today, pile 1 is an excellent day for manifestation. It is excellent time to tell the divine what you want so that the divine knows your heart and your soul. Okay, that's coming through for you. But once again, for you, it is important that you write down about what you want. And not only about writing down what you want, but come back to it again and again and see if you still want it. Because then what happens is, as time passes, we realize that, okay, I have this written, but maybe this is not what I want and I want to alter it. So then, probably once in 15 days, sit down and, revisit your plans, revisit your wishes, so that, the divine and you are completely aligned when it comes to what it is that needs to be manifested when it comes to your life. So the divine in many ways is giving you a chance to become like a co-creator when it comes to your destiny. And with everything you do, please make sure to do it effortlessly. So any job it is, whether it is going to work in the morning, don't be like, in a hurry, or don't be like, angry, because some people when they go to work, they get irritated, especially if they get late. Remember this, you're going to be reaching at a point when you're supposed to be reaching there, not 1 minute early, not 1 minute late. And especially that is similar when it comes to the dream. So there's no point of hurrying, there's no point of being really aggressive about it or really assertive about it. The beautiful art of living is to know that it is a flow and you have to surrender to that effortlessness. Now, when it comes to your spiritual life, it will help you if you meditate. And I'm not even telling you that sit down in one place and just be like a yogi or do this. Just close your eyes and witness and let things come to you. See, what happens is, maybe when you go into a meditation, pile 1, this may happen for a couple of you, that you try to focus on one thing so much that then everything else will come in, but that thing will not come in. So then just close your eyes and sit and let the impressions come on you. Whatever are coming, thoughts will come, experiences will come, they'll come and they'll go. Once again, effortlessness is the way for you, because once, all the noise goes away, the connections with the divine will open, and then prophetic messages will start pouring in one after another. Yeah, so that's the stage for you spiritually at this point of time. Now, remember this, at this point of time for you, especially pile 1, you're giving out a vibration, a very specific and unique vibration. So what will happen is, not everybody will be able to deal with that vibration. And as a result, a couple of people will now step away from your energy field, and people who are more of your own vibration will come in, and they will be the ones who will stay in for the longest kind of time. So once again, whatever resonates with you, accept it. Whatever doesn't resonate with you, leave it at your own individual level as well, with your relationships as well, when it comes to your choices as well. And which is exactly why I told you, you have to revisit your plans and your wishes time and again, because your vibrations are constantly changing for yourself. Now, remember this, there is one area of your life where you have to be disciplined, and then effortlessness may not be most helpful. So that for you is when it comes to your health. Okay, now when it comes to your health, you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you're sticking to a routine, whether this is about waking up, whether this is about eating, whether this is about taking your medications and sleep. That has to be monitored beautifully, because only a disciplined life health wise is when other areas of your life will thrive. Because if your body is not doing well, nothing will work in beautiful abundance for you. Yeah, so please make sure when it comes to your health and your physical being, you act in a certain amount of discipline. Because what is supposed to be happening right now, as your body gets into its alignment, if your body gets into a certain kind of discipline, then renewal will take place. See, when your body is renewing itself, it needs rest. And once it is rested, when it works at an optimum level, automatically everything else will form into place. But if your health is not good, nothing is good. Yeah, so please give your time for rest, renewal, and healthy food is what is coming through. Right now, when it comes to your life, you may not have all the answers that you need, or you may not understand why certain things are happening, or in certain places, certain things are sort of hidden from you. But remember, when certain things are hidden, they will always come to light. So if there are certain secrets being kept for you, they will always come to light. But remember, it is just like the truth. Nothing is hidden forever, and what is supposed to be coming out will come out eventually. And remember this, in your life, the money that is going to be coming in is going to be divine in nature. So it is not about your own hard work, it is about what you do best and leave the rest. Okay, so once again, I get a feeling like the more you serve other people, the more you give to charity freely with a free hand, automatically the divine will take care of you and give you the divine abundance for you. So in your life, do as much as you want with an open heart and soul, and divine abundance will find its way to you. And what is happening for you, it's because I told you, there are only going to be people coming in who are more in terms with your own vibration, and there are only going to be things that will happen to you, or things will come to you when you're effortless. Because I feel like now you are being initiated as a healer, and when it comes to a healer, a prior stage of the healer is the healer heals himself, and this for you is a point where your body is trying to heal itself, your life is trying to heal itself, your relationships are trying to heal themselves. Yeah, and once that healing is complete, you will be given the gift of healing, and then the job that is meant for you in the future will come through. So remember, I told you certain things are hidden from you, certain spiritual gifts that a healer is supposed to be receiving is what is hidden to you, and once the work is done, the gifts will be transformed when it comes to your life. Now, remember, at this point of time, if you feel like there is darkness in your life, or certain dark thoughts come up again and again, or you feel like you're going through an initiation process yourself, you're right 100% in every thought that you're holding. And always keep this in mind. When it comes to darkness, darkness cannot stay forever, and darkness has a purpose to itself too. Because unless there is darkness, there cannot be light. And the light that is going to be shining now is going to be a magnificent light, and a light of the healer. See, how does divine heal you? Divine heals you through a light. And once again, a light can only form itself where there is darkness. Yeah, so please make sure whatever you're experiencing, you go through it completely and you come out of it as a winner. Now for you, the turtle spirit is important. So once again, the turtle spirit is that effortlessness. Have you ever seen a turtle hurrying into anything? Okay, I'm just going to read this message out because I feel like this is very important for you. I'm a determined person with the strength to follow through with what's best for me. I am strong, I am healthy and unwavering in my body, mind and spirit. I am comfortable and feel at home in my body. My connection with the cycles of the moon and planets is strong. So see how many messages are coming through in this one message, okay? Remember this, most importantly, you have to have the strength of will. The willpower to follow through with whatever it is that you've taken up in your life. So if there are any extra projects that you've taken up right now, don't leave them halfway, complete them to the best of your ability, okay? And once again, the turtle lives for like 1,000 years almost. So he's telling you have to take care of your body. You have to be strong, you have to be healthy, and not only healthy when it comes to your body, but also when it mind and your spirit. What is healthy mind? A healthy mind is one that lets go, who surrenders and knows that whatever is meant for you will come your way. And when it comes to the spirit, the solution for the spirit is always meditation and keeping your vibrations clean. Okay, so remember, a strong, healthy, unwavering mind, body and soul are important for you, and feeling comfortable in your own skin is important. So don't try to be like anybody else, or don't try to copy somebody or copy somebody's style or pattern of life is what is coming through. Be unique and be at home with your own self is coming through. And remember, your connection with the moon is going to be important. Your connections with the cycle of planets right now is very important. And remember, honor those cycles, honor your energy levels, and you will be fine. And honor the darkness, because the darkness is what is going to taking you towards the light. And most importantly, in all areas of your life, you have to be balanced. Don't focus too much on work, don't focus too much on relationships, don't focus on too much on money, and don't focus too much on spirituality. Everything has a place, everything has a time. You have to honor that. See, if you look at, animals, if you look at birds, they work according to a balance. They are up before the sunrise and they go to bed by the time it is darkness. So that is a balance. So that is the kind of balance that you need to get into your life. And once again, I told you this, discipline when it comes to waking up, eating, sleeping is needed. So maybe that is something that needs to be getting into alignment right now. Now, I'm going to be telling you what chakras need alignment for you. So pile 1, the chakra that needs your attention most is your third eye chakra. And remember this, the third eye chakra is the chakra of psychic awareness. And one thing, psychic awareness is something we've already spoken about, meditation. So for you to align your third eye chakra, the best way to do that is meditation, nothing else. Don't go for pranic healing, don't go for Reiki healing. You just have to stay calm and connect with the divine and let things come to you. That for you is the answer to dealing with psychic awareness for you and taking care of your third eye chakra. And your heart chakra, once again, is about your emotions. So what emotions are you feeling right now? Are you allowing yourself to feel those emotions? Whether these are positive, negative, either way. But remember this, take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. Don't try to hold on to people who don't want to be a part of your life. Remember, let people come, let people go. Be effortless, okay? No forcing anything. Whatever is coming, you have to accept it, because that is what is most expected of you. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you need to receive wherever you are in your life. And as I wrap this up, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive today wherever you are. Now, the most beautiful thing for you, pile 2, is your relationships are now coming into a harmony. The people who are meant to be in your life are a part of your life, and these are the people who are going to be staying with you forever. It's not to say you're not going to be making new connections, but you know your tribe. You know the people who mean the most to you, and you know the people who stick with you till the very end is the message coming through for you. But pile 2, you have to surrender frustrations. See, we all go through frustrations at different point of time in our life. The life we are living, it's so busy, it has so many demands that frustrations are normal. But remember this, when that happens, breathe. Your being frustrated is not going to be helping you. It's just going to trouble you further. So you can either deal through circumstances in your life with calmness, with peace, or through frustrations. The more you give yourself these frustrations, the more reasons you're going to be having to be frustrated. So please surrender. That is a message that is coming forth. Always, always be honest in life. Whether this is honesty towards yourself, or this is honesty towards others, or this is honesty towards God. Because unless you're honest, life is not worth living. Because when it comes to lying to people, you can only go on for so long. Yeah. So honesty in relationships, especially during this day and age, is most important, so that you can be a source of light in life. See, light and honesty are not two different things. They are one and the same. Yeah. Once again, you have to be authentic. Most importantly, you have to be an authentic version of yourself with yourself. See, there are times when we tell ourselves stories that this person loves me, people care about me, or I am really okay, everything is fine. These are the stories that you have to really, really look at deep in the eye and ask yourself, am I lying to myself, or am I being honest about things? But your authentic self needs to come out, and you have to be the best version of you that is coming forth. What you've done is, you've sort of built up layers and layers and layers on yourself, and you've convinced yourself that this is you. But this is not you, okay? So the real you has to come out is the message for you. See, For you in your life, what is happening, certain patterns keep repeating itself. It's like the same story is going again and again, or possibly you are telling yourself the same stories again and again about maybe the way past was, the way things have always been. So it's like you're being the victim in your life. Okay, you want people to feel sorry for you in certain ways, or you find like people should pay attention to you. No, you are the person who needs to pay more attention to yourself, and most importantly your patterns. Because if you don't get out of the victim mentality and the low self-worth part of yourself, you're constantly till the end of your life going to be a victim, and that is something I will not tolerate on my watch. Remember, you guys are my friends and I want you to live empowered lives and authentic lives. So look yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and ask yourself, who am I? And write down all the answers, because we need to be powerful versions of ourselves is what is coming through, and we need to be strong. Remember, there is so much for you to do in your life. In the future, you are going to be a person who hundreds of people rely on. Maybe this is people you don't even know. Maybe this is people who can be absolute strangers, but one moment they come in touch with you and their lives are blessed forever. So for that, you have to become like that oak tree, wise. But how are you going to be wise if you're going to be a victim yourself? There cannot be two things together. So you have to, release the victimhood, be authentic, tell yourself honest truths all the time, and then the strength that you're supposed to be having in your life will come to you. And remember, if opportunities come your way, act on it. Okay, see, it's like if you've seen a falcon hunting, or if you've seen any of the predatory birds hunting, you will know when they spot something, they know it is their opportunity to act. So that is the way you're supposed to be, and once you commit yourself to something, commit yourself to it 100%, no 99%, no 98%. If that is a choice you've made, that is a choice that you have to stick to no matter what. No giving up. Okay, that's a message for you. Now remember this, in the future, you have to commit yourself to one specific path. Okay, for you, the major area of dedication has to be one thing. Whether this is the unseen universe, whether this is the unseen divinity, or this is an ascended master. One path, and you walk it towards the end. Because what will happen is, it's like, you want to travel from India to Australia, and you're halfway and you decide that, okay, no, I want to go to Spain. Or halfway you decide, oh no, I want to go to Korea. And then in the end you end up in Australia. So that is how your journey is going to be if you rely on multiple, spiritual masters or spiritual teachers or, divine beings to take you in the end. Stick to one and walk that path, because otherwise you'll forever be lost in the process. Because what is supposed to be happening in your life, everything that is supposed to be coming to you is supposed to be coming to that one source, and because you're like moving here and there, you're not able to get what is due to you. Please pay attention, and for you pile 2, I've said this multiple times. So please somewhere please understand this, because the blessings that are coming to you are going to be magnificent. It's almost like you're going to be priest to this one person, and priesthood is a huge thing. So please stick one thing and stick to it. Yeah. Now, okay. Certain emotional burdens you're carrying within yourself. There are some emotions that are so repressed that even you don't want to acknowledge it. And remember, with Chiron being in retrograde, all those traumas that are deep within you, all of these things that are not healed within you, and all those tears that you've not cried will come out. And you have to bring them out, because your tears that are frozen in your heart actually leads to a frozen heart. Okay, so what happens is, if you hold on to tears, if you hold on to emotional burdens, then your heart gets frozen, and you have to unfreeze that heart, because there are beautiful things that are supposed to be coming to your heart. Okay, so when you want to cry, please cry. Most important, especially in the next 6 months, that will help you emerge into the authentic being that you're supposed to be emerging into. For a few people, a meeting with a shaman may be important, and this shaman can be somebody who's a realized master themselves, and somebody who's an enlightened master themselves. So for people who do not have a guru, I'll repeat this, the next 6 months you may meet this person, and your connection with this person will be so strong that that this is my path in life. So once again, being a priest or a priestess in a particular shamanic order may also be possible for you in the future. Yeah, but of course this is ancient wisdom coming your way, which is why I've been telling you, Pick one and stick to it, because you are supposed to going a long distance is coming for you. The guide that is coming through for your life is the bad spirit. And remember, the bad spirit is a spirit that looks at things through a very different and unique perspective. So maybe your life, you're looking at it in a certain way, but the divine is looking at your life in a different way entirely. Okay, now I'm going to read through this message so that maybe you'll understand that a little bit. Are you going through a transition at this point of time in your life? Is it time to take a transformative step to release the old and allow the new? Once again, whatever tears you're holding, whatever repressed emotions that you're holding, they are a part of your old life. Okay, now remember this: observe your current situation to determine if this chapter of your life is a life passage event. So remember, whatever is happening for you, it is a very important universal situation that is happening. Okay, and once this situation changes for you, once it makes you who you're supposed to be, it will then move out of your life. Okay, so this is like a test your way. Are you going to pass or you're going to be failing is in your own hands. Whether you become this authentic self or not is a choice you make. Okay, you may experience situations that feel like initiations. Of course, you're going to be initiated in the next 6 months is what I'm seeing, into a more powerful time of personal maturity. Yeah, change offers stepping stones to a higher level of wisdom and understanding. So whatever changes are happening, whatever changes you will make at this point of time will actually elevate your levels in life. Remember, you're supposed to become like a priest of a particular order. Okay, now of course, if you are a healer of some kind, then you can probably become a part of that one tribe that is full of healing. Or you may decide that, for example, if you are associated with some kind of institutions like Isha Yoga for that matter, or you have ISKCON for that matter, or you have a particular church, or if you have like a particular shamanic practice or a Buddhist practice, then being priest of that order, not being like you have to like denounce your entire household and entire money and go. No, being a householder and still doing these things, but you're going to be aligned with one spiritual order, because of which you have to stick to one thing is what is coming forth. But remember, time of change is upon you, time of transition is on you, and you have to make sure that you release the old, whatever you're holding in, so that the new can enter in your life. And the only way to do it is through love. What will heal grief? It is only love that will heal grief. And in your case, it is self-love that will heal your grief, nothing else. Nobody else is going to be able to complete you. They can support you in the best way possible. But see, what goes on within us, it's only something that we know. We don't reveal our hidden selves to nobody. Okay, only God knows, or our guru knows about it. Okay, so love yourself and allow yourself to be loved is what is coming through as well. Now, 2 chakra needs your attention, and the chakra for you is root chakra. No wonder. See, I'll tell you, especially if you're healers right now, the mistake that some orders make is they try to heal all chakras together. In a spiritual manner of being, even in the practice of Kundalini, it is not that way. Unless you are a master of the root chakra, you cannot move on to the rest of the chakra. This is the way it is done according to yogic practices. So please, if you can align yourself more to yogic practices, that will benefit you, because what otherwise will happen, you'll constantly try to heal all other chakras, and forever you're going to be stuck in that process. Stick to one chakra, root chakra for that matter, because your root chakra is the basic chakra for you. Your relationships are dependent on it. Your spirituality is dependent on it. Your money is dependent on it. Everything is on this chakra. So unless this chakra is taken care of, you work on 100 chakras, it's not going to work for you. Yeah. So your Mooladhara chakra has to be important, and the easiest way for you to resolve it is to connect with the natural world. See, natural world is most naturally in alignment with the universe. So you have to observe birds, you have to observe animals, you have to observe trees. If you can go out and spend time in nature to just observe, that will help you. Because I feel like that will once again naturally align your root chakra, and they will constantly align your root chakra. So you don't have to worry about it once again. Yeah. So please, your root chakra needs attention once again. Your basic chakras are not taken care of. So unless your basic chakras are taken care of, the ascension to then go to the higher chakras will never begin. So especially because you're healers, what happens is you heal other people, you are in touch with people whose own energy levels are fluctuating all the time. Of course, things will get affected for you. So please make sure For your own chakras, the chakras that you concentrate right now are your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And again, the message of frustration for you makes absolute sense, and the fact that you're carrying masks on yourself are also things that makes absolute sense. Okay, you're like trapped in a spiral of constantly maybe healing your chakras. Don't do that. You want to heal your chakra, start from the root chakra and move above. Okay, and once again, if you can take up yoga. Yoga is one practice that I'm really into, and yoga is actually a practice that will naturally, because of the physical postures, help you in bringing your chakras into alignment. And if you want to learn yoga, don't learn it on your own. Find a teacher who's actually spent years training themselves in yoga, okay? Because these days you have like people who don't have the first idea about what they're doing, who are teaching, especially online. Some of them are really good, okay? Some of them are like brilliant, but there are others who are like, who have no idea what they're doing. So find a teacher, especially a teacher that you can learn one-on-one with, especially physically, face-to-face, because that is a process that will help you a lot. And especially a teacher who knows their job really well when it comes to yoga will help you naturally align your chakras beautifully. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you need to learn today, wherever you are in your life. And remember this, I'm praying for you, and you are meant for great work in this lifetime. If you're going to be a priest of a particular order, you have a huge thing to do in terms of the universe at large. So prepare yourself, do this work, and you will be fine. Yeah, so I'm going to be leaving you here with nothing but my best wishes for your future. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive wherever you are. Pile 3, it is time for you to clean up. Okay, clean as in deep clean everything, whether these are your energy levels, whether this is your surroundings, whether this is your closet, whether this is your bookshelf. Everything needs to be cleaned, because I feel like now is a time for you where your life is heading in a very, very important directions. Simplify your life. Okay, simplify your life. Whatever you don't need, let it go. Whatever you need, keep it properly, cherish it, because that is what you need to be going. So cleaning up, deep clean is what is coming your way. And yes, if you're worrying about something, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. See, the divine has taken charge of your life. That is what I'm honestly getting, because this is a card that I'm very, very closely aligned with. And when I received this card in my life, things were supposed to be moving magically. And that is how it is supposed to be for you. Your heart has to be filled with faith. Your heart has to be filled with decisiveness when it comes to life, okay? Because you, being the powerful manifestors you are, you manifest everything you think about. Now, at this point of time, the more time you can spend in prayer, the more time you can spend in meditation, and more time you can spend in just cleaning your aura, that will benefit you a great deal, okay? In fact, for you, what is happening, maybe the reason why you have to clean up a lot is because, emotionally this may be a tough time for you, or people around you may be going through certain emotional difficulties, and there's nothing to do with you, but you get affected because of it. So please make sure you're taking care of your energy body, very important. And see, what happens is when you're chanting automatically, what happens is it clears your energy field. And that is something that you need, and you have to protect your aura importantly. So nothing else, just chant a mantra that you're more in aligned with, and you'll be fine. And the biggest thing that you have to do right now is to make yourself a slave of what the divine wants in terms of your life, because the divine has huge plans for you. And in fact, if you make plans for yourself, they will actually fall short of what the divine wants for you. So surrender to the choices that the divine intends for you to have in your life, because you'll be grateful 10 years down the line that you surrendered and you became a slave of divine will is coming forth. And remember, your path is very unique, and your path is that of trust. See, if you don't have trust in the divine, it's just going to be a forever level circus for you. But if you have faith in the divine, all the obstacles that you're facing will move out of your path as if by magic. Because that is what the divine does. The divine creates miracles in your life, and miracles are now going to be finding their way in your life. But what is happening? You're worrying. You're holding on to fear. You're projecting things. You have illusions in your life, and that is not helping you cross. Instead of all of this, surrender worry and surrender to the divine. That is your path. Simple as that. And most importantly, before you go to sleep, go in your inner cave and For me, my inner cave is just this little space that I've made for myself there. I switch off all the lights and I just sit there and I pray. I meditate, I chant a mantra, and I go to sleep. And if you can especially do that when everybody is gone to sleep or when you're just on your own, that will be beautiful, and especially with the lights off. Because what happens is when the lights are on, we sort of have these mental images on our mind all the time, but with absolute, darkness, the meditation and the calmness is on another level. But you have to sort of, go in that cave to emerge as an awakened being, just like, the hermits used to do in the olden times, because that is the stage for you spiritually at this point of time. Yeah. So once again, once you do that, then it's almost like, the divine will open itself up to you. But remember this is not a job for the faint-hearted, being a slave of the divine, because we are so much in the zone of controlling our destiny and controlling things that, going into the hands of divine may feel like, oh, it makes us uncomfortable. But do that, be bold, be courageous, because where your life takes you may actually surprise you as well. You have to write like a mission statement when it comes to life, and once you've written that mission statement, probably dedicate it to the universe, or probably ask God that, God, this is what I want for myself, but I am more than happy to give it up to you. And remember this, the only thing that you have to be doing right now is driving your attention towards learning. Learn as much as you can, get as much knowledge as you can. And I'm not even saying this just for your spiritual life, okay? I'm actually talking about your work life as well. You need to learn, constantly learn, upgrade your skills, because what will happen is on one area you're taking care of your spiritual life, you're giving your decisions up to the divine to make, and you're getting knowledge as well. The divine will place you in a place where all the talents that you have are recognized, all the talents that you have are going to be respected, and you will get what is due to you. So once we are a slave to the divine actually gives us the best when it comes to what life has to offer. And when it comes to life, you have to make sure that you take care of little things. Whether this is people, taking care of people's needs, whether this is about your own studies, whether this is about your own work, you have to be dedicated. See, it is only the people who are dedicated to all areas of their life who emerge the winner. Little things, they're aware of what is happening in their life, okay? So most importantly, you have to be aware of what is going on in your life, whether this is in your internal life in the form of worry, or whether what is happening in your spiritual life in terms of where you are, okay? So you have to be, aware of everything that is happening in and around your life, okay? Now, once again, the animal spirit that has come to you is that of spider, and spider's web is very famous. So it's like, your life is a web. It's an intrinsically woven web by the divine for you to be a part of, yeah? And once again, I'm going to be reading out these messages to you so that you can have a better understanding of it. And the message essentially is, have you noticed the writing on the wall? Do you need to express yourself through the written word? Remember, I spoke about, having like a soul statement for you that you can actually express yourself to the divine with. So written things are very important for you right now, okay? Are you aware of how your thoughts create? Once again, worry. Are you aware of how you worry? The way you worry? Once again, awareness is important. You are the weaver and you are the woven one. You are the dreamer and you are the dream. Accept that you have the power to define your destiny, fate and reality through your focus and imagination. So once again, I told you, you have free will. It's not that you don't, but you have to make sure that you are aware of what is happening in your life. You're focused about what is happening in your life. And once again, you should make sure that in whatever you do it perfectly. That is your job, okay? Doing things perfectly to the best of your ability, and in the end, leaving it to the divine. See, what happens is, we have expectations, we give exams, we're preparing for exams, but all the through, we are worrying. So what is worry? Worry is like not having faith in the fact that the divine has your back. See, there are always going to be challenges in your life. Your life is not to be, a heaven on earth. That is not what life on earth is, because you have heaven for it, for that perfection aspect. So please make sure you are aware that you are going to be tested at point of time. So just because you're being tested, don't automatically, start worrying that is my entire life going to be spent that way. It's not. It is cyclical in nature, okay? So focus on whatever you can do in the best of your ability, and the rest, leave it to God. Be a slave of God's will. Now, one thing you have to be supremely aware of is to make sure you're communicating only the things that are necessary. In fact, as much as you can, if you can just silence yourself, silence your thoughts more than anything else, it will help you. And when you're talking, ask yourself, am I being truthful? Am I gossiping? Because gossiping is like the least kind of vibrational energy. Okay, so gossip is something you have to stay away from. Looking at things that are not necessary for you to look at, that is something you have to stay away from. And listening to things that are absolutely not necessary. Okay, see, these days what is happening, people talk about other people so much that I don't even think they talk about themselves that much. Okay, so this again signifies a lack of awareness about your own life. So please make sure you're like really discerning when it comes to these things, and keep your awareness only towards things that are positive and only towards things that are out of light. Yeah, that's something you need to know. Now, one chakra that needs your attention most at this point of time is your crown chakra. And once again, what is your crown chakra? Crown chakra is the place through which light enters you. Okay, it is your path of spirituality. So once again, your spiritual path needs your attention. And what will happen is, as you make yourself more aligned with divine will, you will start understanding what divine will is when it comes to your life. Okay, and pile 3, remember, I've always said this is your last birth. So for you, of course, crown chakra is going to be the chakra that needs your attention. I also give you this, your third eye chakra. Look how far you are when it comes to your spiritual life. You are done with the lower chakras. Okay, done. Like you've emerged out of them very beautifully. And the chakras that now need your attention is protection. Of course, how can you protect yourself? You have to protect yourself from the world. The negativity of the world is coming through, because through discernment, once again, not talking ill about other people, not thinking ill about other people, and only focusing on the best, focus on the light, and focusing on the good. Yeah, that is what is important to do. That you've worked hard, pile 3, you've reached this point. So please make sure you're protecting yourself from these lower vibrational energies and people who contribute to these lower vibrational energies. Look at who brings gossip in your life. Okay, that is a person you need to stay away from. Okay, so that's something you need to know. And once again, you have to know that whatever path you're on is a path that you're supposed to be working on. So don't worry. You have to know your God. You have to know that God intends what is best for you, and He will give you what is your due. The day you were born, the amount of money that you are supposed to earn has been written in your destiny. The person you're supposed to marry is written in your destiny. Everything is destined, and you just have to make sure that when you're walking on that destiny, you walk according to the one that divine is built for you. But of course, God, being the God He is, gives you free will to alter couple of things here and there. So for those things, you have will, absolutely. And since you want to convey to the divine, do it through a written manifesto. Yeah, but surrender to the divine will, you will get beautiful things for yourself. Okay, that is something that you need to be aware of. But one thing that you need to take care of is, I'll start from the very beginning. Clean your house, clean your house, clean your house, and clean your aura. Most importantly. So basically, you are on a purification journey, and that purification journey is most important if you want to then, ascend when it comes to your life. So overall, these are the messages that you need to receive. And I want to know specifically, pile 3, who are you guys who've chosen pile 3? Because I really want to know you guys, because you guys have done so much spiritual work that you really, really need special prayers to go to the next level. And I really will consider it an honor if I can pray for you. So please tell me who you guys are in pile 3. Yeah, I'll leave you with nothing but my best wishes, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.